Hi, welcome back to Game Emporium. My name is Alvin, hosting the show. Today I'm going to report on Capcom. They're saying that Resident Evil is not coming over to the Switch. We had producer, and excuse me if I butcher his name, but Masachika Kawata told Express Online about the Switch. I think it's a very unique piece of hardware, he says. However, Capcom isn't bringing Resident Evil to the Switch now or anytime soon. I'm looking forward to the possibilities of the system itself, which could mean that he is bringing some games, thinking about it, to the Switch. But we have no plans at the moment regarding Resident Evil on the Switch, Kawata said. And I'm kind of thinking that though they mention it won't be coming to the Switch, notice they did say we have no plans at the moment. Regarding Resident Evil. So it does take several years to bring a game to the hardware, so he hasn't ruled anything out at this time. At least that's in my opinion. And moving on, in a recent but brief interview with Reggie Fils-Aimé, he talks about he thinks that the Nintendo Switch won't fail in the same way Wii U did. Over at GameSpot, there was an interesting interview with Reggie Fils-Aimé, the president and COO of Nintendo, about the Switch's future. He makes some interesting points, though, which are as follows. Nintendo Switch is a home console you can play anywhere with anyone. Clear, compelling. We see the reaction by consumers, whether it's measured in Twitter, trending topics, or views of videos on YouTube, or just the frequency which I get called by the old high school buddies that I haven't heard from in 30 years who are asking me how to get their hands on the Nintendo Switch. We have communicated the proposition clearly, and it is compelling. Wii U, will go down as to having fantastic content. The issue was was as you look at the reality of exactly when the games were launched. There were large gaps in between when they brought the software, and there were very huge gaps. And I'd agree that the buzz surrounding the Switch is more prominent and focused than it was with the Wii U. The third-party confidence in the Wii U was damaged, but as I said in the last video, allow the relationships just to take time, heal the wounded Wii U, and it will eventually come full circle. Now that I know that there isn't a huge lineup of games, and that could be a good thing. If there's a steady stream of games, then the system will continue selling. If there are any system sellers, especially when it gets closer to the holidays, we can expect the Switch sales to probably skyrocket. Not only that, I've heard that multiple people aren't even gamers, except on their phones, and that's interested in the Switch. To me, that says volumes. A new report from a company out in the UK called Express had to say about the upcoming Switch. A new Nintendo Switch pre-order update this week appears to suggest that demand could be very high for the console this year. For those who are worried about the pre-order stock levels, Nintendo has already moved to assure fans that retailers will be able to cope with the demand in the weeks ahead. This may be reflected in recent hardware update, in which the display makers have been reportedly asking to make $3 million for its initial batch. According to the Wall Street Journal, Japan Display, the company in charge of the order, is aiming to supply up to 10 million units by the end of 2017. That's a pretty big number. And to put it into context, the Wii U now has only sold over 14 million units. This will ultimately be determined by demand, but it appears people are optimistic of the new console's chances. They have sold out everywhere, including GameStop, I think Best Buy, and a bunch of others that I've looked up, and they're sold out everywhere. So I want to thank you for tuning in to Game Emporium. Please help me reach 50 subscribers. That would be wonderful. And leave your comments in below to tell me what you guys think. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye for now.